Hello, welcome to My Healthy Appetite. I'm Chef Rothera and this is Dietitian Bridgette Wilson. We are going to be showing you how to cook for a range of health conditions, gluten intolerances, dairy allergies, but with a special focus on low FODMAP cooking.
The low FODMAP diet is a diet that is commonly used for managing the symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome. In each episode we're going to discuss one of the common nutritional downfalls of following the low FODMAP diet and how to address this.
Now I'm going to show you how to do a gluten-free and low FODMAP cheese sauce. This is the base for our Rarebit. It's a little bit of a myth that people think that you need to start a cheese sauce with a roux, which would be the butter and flour combination, and then slowly add in the milk. You can do it a much simpler and quicker way that I'm going to show you right now. So that's using 40 mils of almond substitute, 175 grams of grated cheddar.
Okay, so plenty of calcium added in there. So a portion of calcium you get from 30 grams of cheddar. So that gives you about 200 milligrams of calcium, which we would class as a portion.
1 tablespoon of gluten-free flour, just a tablespoon of gluten-free breadcrumbs as well. And that's just going to help to stabilize it more, just keep it on top of the toast. Yeah. A bit of salt, and then we're going to put in you can be really generous, we're going to put in a big heaped tablespoon of English mustard.
So this is what gives the Rarebit its kind of classic cheese and mustardy flavour, is that right?
Exactly. So you can see it's already combining now. And while that's just melting, we will stick our gluten-free baguette in the toaster. So on the base of my baguette, I'm going to do some nice beef tomatoes sliced. Now once the cheese is melted, that's basically our sauce pretty much done.
So this is a low FODMAP, not a dairy-free, but it is a low lactose recipe because cheddar cheese is a hard cheese, and so that means that it is quite low in lactose, and so it's allowed on the low FODMAP diet.
So I'm going to put 1 egg yolk in there, and that's just going to help with browning and help to also set the mixture a little bit on top of the toast.
So you take the cheese sauce off the heat and then you put that in because you don't want to cook the egg at this. Okay, right.
So you can see now this is the consistency. Just on the base here, I'm going to do a few slices of tomato. It gives a nice little bit of colour as well. You know, it's not just the flavour. Yeah,
and it's one way of sneaking in another portion of vegetables, which is always important.
Always season if you're a chef.
So with the amount of cheese that was kind of melted into this, how many of these would that recipe have made?
This would make 4 portions of 2 pieces each.
Okay, all right, so 2 portions of this is about a portion of calcium. So for a portion of calcium, we're aiming for over 200 milligrams, so that you would get that normally from, say, 30 grams of cheese. But obviously when you grate cheese, it comes fluffier and bigger, so it's a good way to make your portions of cheese go further. Right,
time to pull this Rarebit out of the oven. And there we go, that's what you want. Really nice, dark, golden brown from the egg yolk, gluten-free, low FODMAP, Welsh Rarebit on toast with tomato.